Hello, everybody. It's Demon here. Thank you so much for tuning into Demoncast. You're listening to World's End, Episode 7. So, welcome to Berkhamsted. Thus far, you have landed and are walking around this town. This town is made up mostly of humans and or half-humans. There are plenty of halflings, and as well as a decent handful of dwarves and elves. It's a pretty integrated city. A lot of the people in this area are darker skin color. They go from like sun-kissed skin to almost a dark brown. So even Phil, who is not of a crazy-ass race, kind of sticks out here. And you had gone to a magical shop, and I believe that is kind of where we left off last time.
Did I buy anything there?
Yeah,
I know the answer is yes.
Fuck.
I don't remember what it was you bought.
Actually, if you give me a second, Dryas ordered an upgrade for his headband of wisdom, and Jack was playing songs or tricks or something in the courtyard, trying to impress kids or something, if I remember correctly. You guys are here to buy guns. Edward says this is the best place. Oh, also you did pick up some alcohol for your crew members.
Yeah, and I had it sent back. Oh, and I bought that other thing too. We talked about it was right after.
Yep. That'll get thrown in there when you pick up your stuff. Yeah, they said it was going to take a week in order to upgrade your thing, so you're basically stuck in town for a week.
Yeah.
So, what do you guys like to do in the city of Berkhamsted?
I don't know. Jack would again like to see if you can find any smugglers or anything.
Sure. Give me diplomacies.
Oh God, diplomacy?
Yeah, give me diplomacies. Unless you have another skill that's better for finding smuggler people.
Well, I've got really good sleight of hand. I've got really good linguistics. Got really good intimidate and bluff and disguise. Diplomacy is not one of the things I do.
You're trying to find people. I guess I would ask for a perception and a bluff.
Okay. Perception is shit. And my bluff is better.
Your perception is shit.
This is a wonderful start.
Yeah, you find some you can find some lowlifes. You know, nothing big fancy. You get into the underground, like a black market type thing, a goblin market.
Awesome.
If you were to so choose.
I would like to do that.
All right. You find yourself basically in the basement area of some warehouse in one of the closer towards the warehouse district sort of thing, by some of the factories. And there's a bunch of odd races down there with all kinds of terrible stuff that would normally be pretty illegal.
Jack don't care.
So, welcome to the Goblin Market, which essentially is a Pathfinder version of a black market.
Well, since all these things are very illegal, well, most of them, there's probably going to be some that are just hard to find, they have to have suppliers.
Yes.
I'd like to see if I can find these suppliers. Just like as a backup, because if we need a whole lot of firearms, perhaps we could
So you're looking
acquire
for
them.
a supplier of explosives or something.
Explosives, firearms, black powder, all sorts of fun stuff.
Okay. Those things aren't very illegal here. So, yeah, I mean, you can find a bunch of stolen firearms, in which case the suppliers are basically just random thieves that sell to a fence.
Oh, lame.
Yes. I mean, that's the situation in which anybody can just walk into a store and walk out with a gun. And enough explosives to kick down a building. Or two.
Okay, what about ways to contact important people in the city?
Ooh. Well, that's what the diplomacy check was for.
Well, not like I don't want to contact the important people in the city, because if there's a goblin market, there's gonna be blackmail. It's gonna be somewhere, and I want to see if I can figure out if I can find which ones that I could potentially contact off the record.
Okay. So as in, like, get your politicians under your thumb?
Kind of, yeah.
Blackmail politicians? That would be diplomacy. Would that not be diplomacy?
I could bluff too.
I will let you bluff.
Also, because I might not actually know what they've done, but I might be able to hint.
Okay. And you're looking at some bigwig figure type people?
Yeah, people who have access to great quantities of stock.
Access to great quantities of stock. Well, that'd be basically everybody in the keep, or running the keep.
Oh, well.
And you want the stuff that you can blackmail them with. Correct?
Sure.
Okay. Well, for instance, the Earl's wife apparently has a thing for basically any man she can get her hands on.
Oh.
The magistrate, the Fire Islander magistrate, has a similar tendency, as well does a few other of the staff employees. Basically, the only one that you would technically not have a lot of blackmail stuff against is the Earl himself. And then, let's see, they've also been alienating a lot of people with this new system. They've been taking over corporations and businesses and shit. So you can get a whole list of people that are angry at the, say, the Earl and the magistrate.
Earl, okay.
If that's the kind of stuff you're looking for.
Yes, that is perfect.
I am, as this is created in a different game, I am slightly concerned that you guys might ruin this place.
Oh, no. That's only if they don't cooperate.
Oh, no. It gets better. I'm also concerned that you might get a TPK here if you keep poking your nose around.
Oh. Jack can cast Disguise Self.
That is
I
good
just want you to know that.
It is a good thing.
So can Phil.
If everything goes to shit, we could be completely different people. Take up gardening.
So, anything else that maybe the other players are up to at this moment?
I'm asking around for an artificer.
Okay. Give me your diplomacies.
I would have added my +2, so 32.
32. Damn you on your diplomacies. Yeah. So there's quite a few artificers here in town. Most of the ones that you're getting information on are like your low level, make trinkets, sell trinket kind of things like mechanical toys and stuff like that. You get a few people who work on weapons that are like clockwork bombs and stuff, but nothing super fancy. Other than that, you're told about this crazy person who works for the Earl, and she's the one that basically you're talking to a guard, and they're like, yeah, they came up with this gun that you put like how do I put it? A container that holds ammunition, and you spin this handle, and it shoots like 100 rounds a minute. And then they're trying to replace us with golems and shit. I don't know. I'm a little concerned about job security at this moment.
Well, I might be able to convince them to slow down their work in this town if you can point me to where they are.
Oh, yeah, well, last I seen, she's holed up in the courtyard of the keep. They're building some bigger golem thing.
Dum dum.
Quite literally.
Okay.
In fact, I will go find a picture of that so you can have an idea of what this thing is going to look like when it's complete. So, you heading there right away, or are you going to go shop for guns?
Oh, damn guns. Let's go there first. I feel that's more important to me. And we got a week here, so I need to convince them.
So you head to the keep. Who's going with Dryas?
Phil's looking for something.
Okay. Being as I expect Dryas to probably talk his way into the keep, what is Phil up to right now?
She seems to have lost her formula books. She's looking to see if she can find another one.
Oh. Okay. Explain to me about formula books.
It's literally a spell book for alchemists.
Okay. So that would be something that you could pick up at an alchemy place?
Yeah, pretty much.
Probably. Yeah, you can pretty much find anything you want here. So, just figure out how much it would cost you.
Sweet.
Let's go back to the keep. So, Dryas approaches this keep, and they've redone the walls. It's more like octagonal now. The walls are brand new. They've been working crazy on this place and have been expanding outward. So you're all in like the planned portion of the city by now. And you get up to the keep and you're stopped by some guards. And state your name and business.
My name's Dryas, and I need to speak with the artificer here.
The artificer.
Yeah, I don't remember if I was given a name or not.
No, you were just called I think it was just the crazy one or something.
Okay.
Do we set appointments for? Hold on. I'll go ask her. She's over there. You have your construct with you?
Of course.
Okay. Yeah. So he's gonna leave, and there's a couple other guards that are watching you and whatnot. And some time is gonna pass, and the gates are gonna open. And this guard looks at you and says, well, she said she'd see you after I had mentioned that you had a machine with you. So, she's over there. Try to be careful around her. She's not quite right in the head.
I look at him and I say, are any of us? And just walk on.
Okay. You're starting to make your way towards the courtyard. Basically, the keep's on the left. There's barracks on the right of this area. There's a river that kind of goes by both things, the keep and barracks. In the center is this giant tree. Can you give me a religion check?
For a cleric, it's a terrible.
That
Without Varro, it would suck.
Yeah, that is terrible. You should know this tree, and you should know this tree, and you should know the symbols that apparently are surrounding this tree, but you just can't place it. It's one of those annoying things, like it's there, but you don't have it.
Tip of the tongue syndrome.
Or maybe you're simply distracted by the fact that there's these people off to the right, and they have this scaffolding set up, and they have the this metal framework set up for this large thing. It's about 12 feet tall. There's a cannon lying next to it, and it looks like it's going to be attached to it. It's mostly just framework now, and they got like a smithy and forges and stuff all set up to beat this thing in the place and whatnot. Basically, it looks like a giant construct.
I walk over and I look it over.
All right. As you are approaching this girl, she's just under average height, so not too tall. Kind of white hair. She's much paler than the other people here in town, so she's probably not from here. I am getting an echo out of Poro's headset.
Really? Fuck. 1 second.
Okay. And she looks at you, and she looks back to what she's doing, and she does that double take thing, and she locks on to your construct. And starts walking towards you.
I look up and I look at her and I say, I'm guessing you're the artificer here?
Yeah, that's a good word for it. Where did you get this thing?
I had it made. It took a little bit, but
Yeah, she's gonna start
fixed.
touching it.
No taking the part. Otherwise, I get that when it's done.
Oh, well, let's give me a second. She pops open a plate you didn't know opened.
I glare. And I stare and make sure she's not fucking anything up.
Oh, she's like just doing a cursory look over it, but she is finding all kinds of plates that hinge open. Apparently supposed to do that. This is really interesting. Who built this?
Some friends back north.
Friends back north. I don't know anybody up north who could do this kind of work. This is...
Well, it took 3 heads and a lot of engineering, but it worked.
Interesting.
I can tell her the race of that one guy, so I tell her the race of one of the wizards and be like, so he has obviously had a lot of knowledge if he's been around for a while. So
Okay. Oh, okay. One of those, the blue watery people. Yeah. Yeah, I knew a guy like that. Though, I don't remember them being good at any engineering stuffs. I'm sorry, I'm distracted. Who are you?
My name's Dryas.
Okay. Oh, you're celestial.
Yeah, half.
Okay. Now she's looking at you with the same intent she had at the damn construct. Shakes her head, then goes back to the construct.
I don't have any ports that open, so don't touch me there.
We could try that. Let's not try that. She goes back to the construct.
So I ask her,
What?
I need something built, and I'm told you're the only one that could do it.
Oh, and what is it you need built?
It's hard to describe, and I lay it out, and I'll be like, we had a very strange mishap up north, and some people from the future came through with laser weapons. And I would like them to, instead of shoot bullets, to somehow round off at the end and make a laser sword. And none of the people up north can figure this out. So I'm here looking for people that could.
She kind of looks at you, blinks a couple times. We've never heard of a laser.
Well, they don't fire to us is the problem. But I'm assuming there would be a crystal in it, at least. And I don't know if I had one with me. It would just have to be a luck roll, I guess. Because I know I picked one up, but I don't know if I would think to even need to bring it with me.
No, I feel like it was locked in your safe.
Yeah,
at home.
I'd probably put it in the basement.
Okay.
I tell her I have 4 weapons that are like it. I think there was 4. Lies has them, but I'm assuming she never sold them. I'm just buying back from her. I have potentially 4 weapons that are like it, and I need to figure out how to make them into essentially a sword with the crystals from them.
Well, that sounds like an interesting project. We'd definitely like to take a look at that, but we're a little busy here for the moment. And she keeps popping open plates on your construct. Like, she is all over this thing. Like, I'll think of it like a little anime where they're, like, popping up on one side, then it screen flashes, and then on the other side, and then they're on top of it kind of thing. Like, just all over this.
I ask her what she's specifically doing to him. Or it.
Oh, I'm just looking at the mechanics of this. This is absolutely insane. We've only seen this in Varro's tomb. This is insane. We've never. Oh, who is the person who made the actual body?
Let me roll a dice, and odds I'll tell her, evens I won't. Damn. So, we have Varro's will has become a wasteland, and we have brought it back to life, and this is now mine from his keep. So
Wait,
it is now.
Wait, whoa. You're telling us you got into Varro's keep?
Yes.
I tried to get into Varro's keep.
Well, I am pretty good, not to toot my own horn, but, to toot.
You found this in Varro's keep?
Well, part of Varro's keep, yes.
Did you find the key? It should be like a short sword with some mechanics in the hilt.
I push it back a little bit behind me and rub it so it knows to shut up and not talk. um, I found a pendant. It worked. Why?
Oh, no. It's not the pendant I was looking for.
What were you looking for the sword for?
Oh, it should have all of the knowledge of Varro. Well, not all of Varro's knowledge, but it was there. It's a sentient object. Supposedly, it's supposed to be a sentient object and could actually tell me about Varro's life and his projects.
Huh.
We would
What if-
love to know more about Varro.
Out of character now. I'm guessing Varro was an artificer?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I don't know if I remember that or not. But,
The artificer of life and death, according to his tomb.
yeah, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, it was.
Well, I would. What if I could tell you I could find it? Would that entice you to come with me to find my weapons
You have our
at the
attention.
keep?
Wait. No, you have my attention. Well, no, you have our attention. Attention. You shut up for a moment. Just stop it.
I put my hand on her shoulder and I cast Calm Self.
Okay.
Will that at least shut up her other talking? The other voice in her head?
She looks up at you and goes, "You know, you're kind of taboo. I love it."
Exactly.
Where are you staying?
So, I don't think we've gotten a room yet.
Okay. We are KN. We would what I would like to look at. We would like to look at you and your construct. We're gonna finish up here for today. We're gonna get these people a list of things they need to do, and then you should send me information on where you're staying, so we can come. So that we
reach
can
out.
look at the construct and make some sketches.
Okay.
Right. Yes. So we can look at you and make some sketches.
Both as works. I'm sexier in my blue body than I am with my plate mail.
Oh, we totally expect that. That's going to be yes, no, construct. We want to look at the construct. Just I got to go back to work.
Okay.
Okay. So
Okay.
just we will see you tonight.
Okay. So I guess I'll close all the flaps unless she's been closing them herself.
She'll close them up. She
And-
apparently knows what she's doing.
Okay. And we'll leave.
Let's go with Phil. What are you up to?
Fucking with my settings to try and not echo.
Oh. My apologies.
Did it work?
Well, I don't hear myself echoing.
Yay.
Yeah.
Pretty much he's just talking to the guy in the store. He's like, "Hey,
Yes!
do you have any extra formula books?"
We got lots of formula books. What you looking for, lass?
A book with formulas in. She kind of like shrugs, like that's about it.
Okay.
Nothing particular. Unless you have particular stuff.
He starts pulling out books. And more books. And more books. What kind of formulas are you looking for? Exactly. I mean, We got explosive formulas, and we got healing formulas, and we got mutagen formulas, and we got
All of
corrosive
them.
acid formula, huh?
All of them.
Okay. I have no idea how much this is generally supposed to cost in gold.
It depends on, it's actually not as expensive as I thought it was going to be. It's the same as the wizards.
Yeah, don't remember.
I'm looking for it right now.
I think it's like 15 gold for a blank wizard book or something.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Then that's about it.
So, whatever you need, just spend your gold you can get.
I will.
Hey, Jack.
Yo.
How's it going? What you up to?
I've written down like all the stuff I figured out for potential blackmail,
Okay.
but now I'm just wandering around.
Okay.
I'm just gonna wander around with my medallion of thoughts active,
Ooh.
just to see what I can hear.
Okay, that's the one that lets you read people's thoughts, right?
Yeah, it acts as a permanent detect thoughts spell.
Okay. Often
just
when
a
people
surface
look
box.
at you, they go, "What the fuck is that thing?"
Ah, so rude, man.
He goes, and then every once in a while you get like, "Oh, rarely do you see Onisen this far west." And
Yeah, I
then
know
there's fucking wyverns.
Just one guy.
Oh, no, actually, you get a lot of these people are like, a lot of people seem to be worried about wyverns. And then there's a lot of these fucking Valos assholes. And now I can't let my children out anymore because Valos bastards might take them. And then you get the occasional we're getting kicked out of my home. Where the hell are we going to end up going? The government can't just come in here and take our stuff. And, hey, that's an Onisen. The fuck is he doing here?
Every once in a while, somebody acknowledges that I'm an Onisen. I look at them and just kind of incline my head. Just,
the fuck? You read thoughts or something? They're fucked up. Whoa.
Okay,
That was crazy.
I'm just gonna see like how much general unrest there is.
Okay.
Because from what I'm getting, the people in charge of this place are not all that popular.
Okay. First things first, people are terrified of the wyvern things. Apparently, the west side of the city got hit kind of hard, but it never really got past the outer gates, or outer walls. Second, most concerning thing, are the Order of Valos, who come in here and they claim to be for justice and shit, but have been doing absolute terrible, like, terrorist activity type things. And then you get to the discontent with the government. First of all, the government is kicking people out of their homes, demolishing their buildings, and then rebuilding everything. Which, I mean, you could chalk it up to they're just being pansies, to, hey, that's kind of wrong, depending on where your idea of liberty lies. And you also get... It's weird that the government's taking over so many businesses, and it's weird that the government is focusing so much on these things, and what's with all the golems that are starting to pop up and whatnot. So there's a lot of unrest in that whole, we don't trust the government and we don't know what they're doing. And why is the magistrate on the Earl's side?
I want to find out as much information as I can on the magistrate. Because, like, it seems that most people think he would have been on their side. He would have been reasonable, but
Sure.
He's not, so...
Inquiring about it, or I guess maybe suggesting things about it to get people to think about it. The magistrate... So, Ironhold is owned by the Empire of Flame. They have Empire of Flame overlords, basically. The Magistrate is a Fire Islander who is put in place because the city's big enough to have basically a governor over the Earl to keep an eye on things. The last one was assassinated. And they brought in this one that was nicer, more lenient, seemed a little bit more like the people of Berkenstead. And after the first month or so, she just kind of holed herself up in the keep and has just kind of been supporting the Earl as opposed to hey, wait a second, that's not right.
Okay, I'd like to scope out the keep.
Okay. They're doing new construction, or they finished the new construction on the keep. It looks great. They redid the walls. There's a shit ton of guards. There's a blue Azamar with a construct leaving. There are... Let's go with 5-foot-high constructs that have a wheeled base and what looks to be a self-reloading firearm that patrol the walls of the keep. And there's a keep inside as well as a barracks, and there's a great big tree in the middle. You can give me a religion check.
Wow, 1 second. 15. I got exactly the same.
Same thing. Yeah, great. You swear you've seen a picture of this before, but you don't know what it means.
It's a nice tree, though.
Yeah, it's big, beautiful oak tree, basically. There's a raven in it, and it kind of caws at people. Oh, and they're building a big metal, basically what looks like a giant metal construct that carries a cannon for a gun. And I think I'm still getting sound back from Toro.
God damn it.
Sorry. Weird. Anything else?
No, I'm just gonna keep looking, see if I can I'm just gonna be wandering around, being inconspicuous, occasionally reading their surface thoughts of the guards, just seeing if I can find any patterns or any easily discernible, or just any discernible flaws in the patrols.
Okay. Well, one of the guards has to piss really bad. He can't wait to get relieved.
Okay.
Yeah, they switch out every 4 hours. Generally, they don't expect too much. They figure any problems will be taken out before anything gets to the keep itself. They seem to be a little bit concerned about making sure they look like they're doing their job correctly, because they're scared of they're scared of Angela, and she's kind of one of these guys thinking she's a mean bitch.
Uh-huh. Oh.
And another guy's like, yeah, I'd like to screw her, but I don't think anybody would get near her to do that. Kind of attitude, and yeah. And then they're a little concerned with Daniel Hunt, and there is this one guy, and they will all give him salutes and stuff, and he's not the Earl or anything. But you can pick up that's Daniel Hunt, and he's also kind of an asshole. But he's like their boss.
So have I found any hint of anyone who's not either horridly corrupt or just a complete and total ass to everybody around them? Or is that the magistrate who hasn't been seen for a while?
You could pick up a guard who got to screw the magistrate. think she's awesome.
Oh. Okay.
The magistrate has been seen. I mean, if you want to sit there waiting long enough, you can see the magistrate. She's brown skin. I think she has brown hair. It might be red. I don't remember. Kind of dressed up in nice clothes, slightly iron hold looking fashion with the big flame emblem on her chest. And she'll go and all smiles and chat with the guards and distract them from their duties.
Okay.
She seems pleasant.
I'm gonna make note that she actually distracts the guards. And what can I pick up any surface thoughts from her?
At what point do you go blind?
Pardon?
At what level? Wait, that's intelligence, right? Sure.
Yeah, if they have at least the detect thoughts is if they have at least 24 or 26 intelligence, and they have 10 more intelligence than the caster,
Okay.
it stuns them.
Yeah, no problems with intelligence. She's got a lot of charisma. Fire Islanders are all sorcerers, right? So, well, that's the rumor. It's kind of it has a grounding in reality. Oh yeah, she's this charming, pretty girl. And surface thoughts are like, oh, how are you? How's your family? You know, the kind of thing that she's going to be asking. Just like, I just want to get to know this person because I'm bored. And you get, boy, Angela's a bitch sometimes. And you get, what's that Oni-san doing? And you get, oh, Daniel! I don't feel like talking to Daniel. So that's kind of what she's walking around thinking.
Okay.
Keep my accent up. I'm doing good.
I think
I'm
that's all
bored.
that Jack is going to do for now.
Okay.
Wait, she's thinking to keep her accent up?
Yes.
Is this the actual magistrate?
That's a good question.
Oh, can I...
That is a world-breaking good question.
Keep her accent up. Somebody's not who they say they are. Jack is standing kind of outside the keep, giggling to himself.
All right. Where are you guys meeting up? Can't get this chair out of my way. Do you have a meeting place, maybe?
I don't know if we ever set one.
Well, we can always use the ship as a default meeting.
Sure.
All right. Hey, Dryas. When you get back to the ship, there's a table set up. Edward's sitting at the table, and Shawin, she's got her mug of mead on this table, and she is scrubbing the deck, singing some song. It's like, Hing sing fans. She seems a little slurred and tipsy. Edward, he's sitting at this table, and he's got a mug of something, and he doesn't seem at all tipsy or whatnot. But he's cleaning some instrument. When he pops up, he stands up straight. Sir! And
Hello.
that'll get Shawin to recognize that you're there, and she's like, "Hi, Capitan! Thank you for me, Capitan! Just swabbing decks, Capitan. Capitan.
I say hello. I tell him hi. It's like, we're just meeting up back here. I tell them we're going to be here for at least a week. We got stuff we're trying to, equipment we're trying to get upgraded, and it's pretty much all we really know right now. I'm trying to get us a new crew member for a little bit, hopefully for the whole trip.
Oh, okay.
But other than that, that's all I know.
Well, all right. I'm trying to think. I believe the elf person and Gabriel went with you, but they didn't stay with you.
I don't know, actually.
Yeah, they didn't stay with you. Like, they split up and went their separate ways.
I know they didn't stay with me, but I didn't know if they went.
Yeah, so they're not back yet. And, hey, Phil, are you heading back to the ship?
Yeah, she got what she wanted.
I think Jack shows up giggling to himself.
Yep.
3 men, 2 girls on a ship. With 4 cigarettes and no matches. How did they manage to smoke?
Now one.
Yeah. So, what you guys doing for the night?
How late is it?
You're approaching evening. It's about dinner time, maybe. The sun's still up, but it's starting to get a little hazy to the west.
So I guess, are we wanting to stay on the ship, or are we wanting to get an actual place?
I'd say stay on the ship, because Jack might piss a bunch of people off, and the faster we can bail the hell out, the better.
Okay.
I like how that's the response to that is just, okay.
You
spend time around Jack, he knows that something's going to happen.
I've been used to
Although
it.
Jack very quietly tells the rest of the party that that odds are the magistrate of this place has been replaced, possibly with a constructor or a changeling or something, and should not be trusted at all, because it's likely a puppet.
Yeah. Something for me to blurt out randomly. And then we all die.
Oh, I've thought of a dozen ways you can die in this town.
Well, that's rude.
Well, that's why Jack's being very quiet. He actually kind of likes being alive.
To be fair, I didn't expect Jack to be the one to realize she was a puppet.
I don't think I've seen her.
Was. So you're staying on board?
Yeah.
I have a lady caller. Later.
Cheating already. Tisk tisk.
She can see me. She knows it's not how it looks.
So you're going to notify your artificer person that you were staying up on your ship?
Yeah.
Okay.
Boats and hoes, man. Boats and hoes.
At some point, lady person's going to show up. And if you're in your quarters, you'll get a knock at your door. And Edward will be like, "Sir, there's some lady here to see you."
Okay. Then I have to have the construct move and let him in.
Okay. Construct, like, you move out of the door, right? So it's a small room.
I keep the construct in the doorway.
Okay, well, Can just drops a rucksack next to the construct and starts touching it again. And then she looks at it, and then she's like, stops, and goes, no. Looks at you and goes, are you still in your armor?
Yes.
Okay. We would like the armor off, please.
Okay. I'll just sit there and cry while I slowly take it off. No. I still have clothes on under it. I guess I'll take off the armor.
And she's like, we brought paper and stuff to do some sketches of the construct. I hope that would be okay if I can do that. Possibly tomorrow morning or something. Close off too.
What the fuck? So she's a her other person's a rapist?
And not so many words, yes.
I look up in the sky and I draw a tear. Sorry. Close the door. Lock it. Nobody's saying this shit.
Okay, so you're just gonna go with it, no problems? I don't have to roll any spells?
Oh, well, first we gotta make sure that we're in the know that you're gonna be helping me too, right?
We have not agreed to anything as of yet. Close off now. Hey,
Do I have to roll a performance roll here or something?
I only have control of this.
Jack could do it.
I only have control of this body until dawn. So now, hurry.
Whatever. It gets me my stuff. And the whole time I'm just looking up on my face.
She
looking at my girl.
She looks you deep in the eyes and says, "I'm not thrilled about this either."
What the fuck? So playing, yeah.
You were never supposed to come in contact with this.
A person with multiple personalities. That's fun.
Something like that. Thank Killbot for giving me a book of advanced beastry shit.
Meh.
Yeah.
As long as my girl knows, we're good.
I'm still sad you never met my Ray. That would have been fun. Anybody doing anything tonight other than Dryas?
So I'm just going to be looking through her book until she goes to bed.
Okay.
Jack's gonna just chill.
Xiaowen is unconscious with a empty tankard of mead, kind of half flopped out of her hammock.
Jeez, I sent him like 4 each, didn't I, too? Is she almost done with hers?
Yeah. Edwards is not even hardly touched. Like, he's not that kind of person. But she's just like, hey, we work and then we drink. That's what we do. So, good morning. As dawn breaks and big blue guy wakes up to smaller white girl with white hair.
Did some of my hair go white during the night?
I don't think so. Why?
Just out of the trauma of the event.
Oh, well, if you're traumatized, she can do a, what is that spell? Well, you'd have to roll me a will save. You're good at will saves. Yeah. Why don't you give me a will save?
Yeah.
It? Oh, damn.
So I remember everything.
Give me another one. Because that doesn't work. She's got a default. And...
Show me where on the doll she touched you. She touched the whole doll.
Okay, well, you have an unsatisfied succubus.
Oh, god damn it. Fucking succubus.
Yeah. You and your fucking will saves.
A succubus? Oh, she was trying to make it better for her? Or...
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Well then can't I just, yeah.
Regardless.
Charm person to make her, to make her think it's better.
There you go. Yeah.
It's,
okay, you wake
she
up.
She would have to roll too.
Yeah, you wake. I mean, if you want it. Spell resistance. Great. Yeah, you wake up next to a pale girl. She looks at you. Her eyes get really wide and she goes, construct. And she's out.
How do you mean out? She just left?
No, like, jumps out of the bed, grabs hold of pants, paper, construct.
Fine, I get up and try to stick a finger in her butt.
Oh, Kay's not going to like that.
Just don't hurt me.
Yeah, it's not worth it. Yeah, you try to do that. What the hell are you trying to do?
I don't know. You probably
just put your armor on,
did
please.
Something similar. Well, I want Alfred back.
Who's Alfred?
He's my best friend back at the keep, where you could be if you stop raping me.
Hey, do you know how hard it is to find a half celestial person? Do you understand the taboo that is?
Oh, great! I'm her fetish.
It's confusing. You really are talking to two different people at the same time.
Good thing I have a high wisdom score.
Yeah. There you go. So, she wants to go start looking at your construct. You putting your armor on?
I guess, but I'm keeping an eye on her.
Okay. Well, if you start putting your armor on, she'll kind of sigh and then go help you put your armor on. And, she'll grab hold of a strap, tighten it up. Says, listen, next time you buy armor in Black Mesa, go to Gertrude's. This design has been out of date for over 100 years.
I'll let you in a secret if you really consider coming back with us and coming with us.
It's
a good secret.
We cannot come with you. We are not
Why
done
not?
here. We need to finish this.
How long is this?
We're not sure, but at the rate things are dissolving, maybe a few months.
I can give you a week.
We don't have a week. We need more time.
So looking at my construct hasn't made this go any faster?
She takes this big breath, tightens up one of the things around your pauldron. We are doing something very important here. As much as I want to go into Varu's Keep, we have to stay here and finish this.
But what if I could tell you I potentially knew where to find Varro's key?
We will find you when we're done. You are from the Freelands.
My homeland is now, well, where was I originally from? Freeport, I guess.
Freeport.
Oh, yeah, I was dropped off at an orphanage in Freeport. But now my home is, what do we call it now? I can't remember.
We were kicked out of Black
Lost
Mesa.
Time. Well, yeah, I know we were, but I mean,
No,
our home
she says
now.
we were kicked out of Black Mesa.
Oh, okay.
That's where she's from.
Well, you have a home in the place that Varos keep above it. It's not called that anymore.
Nakashita.
Yeah, that.
We know where to find it. We've been there before. Though it was just ruins.
Not anymore. We're building it. We're rebuilding it.
We are happy to hear this.
And
Fine.
I would.
Is there a brothel there?
Yes, actually, didn't Alfred start, or somebody started a brothel there?
Yeah, and
I'm
Kinu
pretty
works
sure.
for them.
No. Kinu works for somebody who worked at the brothel in Queens.
Oh yeah, the really fat guy.
Yeah.
Got it.
That guy made the brothel.
Yes, there's a brothel there, and there's a dwarf that makes really well ale, or whatever he makes. And we're starting slow, we started off fast, and they're still growing while I've been away trying to save it. So
This is good. We would like more Devilkin. No, we would not like more Devilkin. Yes, we would like more Devilkin. Good. Grr! Would you shut up for a moment? When we are done, when we are done here, we will go to Varo's Keep, and we will find you there.
Asking the GM.
Yeah.
How much do you think of between our mission getting done and potentially them being there difference? Like, are we going to get there way before she could, or?
You're going to get there way before she could, but I don't know how long you're going to end up staying there, and she'll find you. She has ways of finding you. You're looking at a person that I'm thinking might be the conqueror of Bidrus. Like, actually take over the country. Though I haven't quite decided, because you want to do a gun thing or a sword thing, and she might float that way.
Yeah, she's going to float this way. Can I roll some diplomacy or something? I tell her, though, do you know what's in Varo's keep inside his palace that you were not able to get into?
We are unsure of what's in Varo's keep. We do assume that his daughter's corpse was there. Are we correct?
Yeah, she was stabbed up there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was there. But I did just say that. Yeah, she was there.
Okay. We don't know what other things could be there. Have you explored the whole thing?
Yes, it is where, when we're not adventuring, that is where I'm staying.
Cool. We will find you there when we're done.
I'm really trying to make this sound like she has to go.
You said you might know where Varo's key is.
Yes.
That would really accelerate this project.
Okay. Okay.
How?
I thought Varo said he didn't know that much, or maybe we just weren't asking him right.
Well, wait, you talking about Varo's key? Or Key doesn't know much about Varo? Key doesn't always know much about Varo's projects and whatnot, but he was there, so her kind of hero / person in the world is Varo.
Okay.
It's like her idol. If Varro were a god, she would worship him.
Okay. Well, I tell her, I said, through happenstance, we went to destroy a demigod that was in a egg that was with one of our travelers, our friends, and a portal opened when it got destroyed. We were sucked through. We went into the future. I don't know how far it was. It wasn't even the same Earth or our planet because we didn't recognize any of the land that they showed us on the map. Then they tried to kill us, and we were able to get back. We were able to, with help of somebody that's back in our keep right now, our place right now. She helped us escape back to, we thought our time. We thought a day or two difference, but we ended up going 500 years past time. And this armor that you said is old, that's because I got it from a person 500 years before we even came here. So yes, it is old. It's newer to me though, still pretty new to me, but yeah. So
it's interesting that I can tell it's from Black Mesa.
what was the name of the people that it came from?
Oh, you ordered this armor from Ravenhold.
No, this was the racist people. The armor I stole.
Oh, okay, that stuff.
But
that was Bedrusian stuff.
Or are you talking about the Construct's armor?
I thought the Construct had the Bedrusian armor. Well,
I ordered the Construct's armor to make sure it had more armor.
Okay, well, that's the stuff that she recognizes as Black Mesa.
Yes,
then.
That's when we came from.
I'm sorry, I was a little confused on that. Great.
So, I'm just doing everything I can to try to convince her.
Okay, so if we went with you back to Jidai Nakashita, how long do you think it would be to find Varro's key, then get back here?
Okay, out of character one more time. How long do you think it would take to process with Key, and is she going to try to steal him? Or I guess I'd have to roll sense motive for that.
Wait. How long would it take to do what with Key? Oh, how long would the process itself take with Key?
Like, how long is she going to try to steal him? Is it going to... It's going to speed it up a lot? And I don't remember what else I said.
Hold on. Anyway. This I got to think of the time difference between your campaign and their campaign. So in their world, about a week. So in your world, about 2 months. So yeah, basically, she'd be done with her project in 2 months. You wouldn't necessarily know that, though. She wouldn't know that either.
Okay. Well, I tell her, can I get your guarantee that you'll come as soon as you're done? If I could potentially get you Key sooner.
You've already baited me with Varro's Keep and futuristic weapons. So we are going as soon as we are done here.
Okay, well, could I potentially help in our downtime? I have.
Do you understand how to build constructs?
7. I have an engineering of 7. I watched him do some of it. I made some engine rolls, I think.
Do you
Actually, it says my engineering is 12.
Okay. How are you on trapping elementals?
I don't know.
Do you understand how a cannon works?
Maybe.
What is the formula for gunpowder?
Boom.
Do you know what the tolerances on common rifles are?
No. So I'm guessing you're just being a dick now.
Well, no, we were hoping
her.
that you would. Okay. Yeah, she's asking you these questions in hopes that maybe you would be useful.
I don't know.
Somebody more useful than the people she's got would really help her out.
Unless, I mean, I don't know these things unless you would think any of my things would help me to know any of them. I wouldn't personally know.
No, what she's doing is way above what you're running on. You're great at perception and magic stuffs and whatnot. You're not built to build constructs and make prototypes of new game-breaking weapons.
If you could think of the ideas, Phil could probably make them. Phil's good at building shit. Or is that only alchemy?
I don't know.
What's the difference, really?
Great! We'll just, mind control Phil to work for, Brickhandstead.
Or you could ask her.
Do you feel like rolling up a new character?
Can it be that maid I made a while ago?
Yes.
Cool, then yeah, sure.
Oh, okay.
Without hesitation, sure.
Without hesitation, okay.
I mean, if Phil can return later, sure.
Phil also gets to be part of, shit that's going down later on, so...
Oh my god, yes! Yes.
Yeah. Technically, you could introduce her to Phil, and she might be able to use Phil.
Okay. Well, I know a good tinkerer, alchemist that might be able to help with some of that. And...
Oh?
Can I guarantee that I can get back, like, if I gave her key, would I be able to guarantee that I'm getting it back?
You want to roll me a sense motive.
Must be nice having a wisdom score.
It's not showing me that you rolled a 20, but, okay. 20 on sense motive, huh?
Yeah.
She really wants key. You don't know that she'd ever let it go again. She looks like the kind of person who would do anything for it.
Think of your harem. Think of your...
Anything.
How about better sex than last night? No, I'm just joking.
Well, that's on you.
Oh, shit!
I was crying the whole time. Leave me alone.
Get fucked.
Okay, I'll be right back. Just go to the washroom.
You keep looking up at the sky as if your god's still there. That was rude.
I'm not looking at I'm not looking at Shaylin. I'm looking at her helper. That's my boo. I guess she's not technically my god, but she's closest thing to it at this point, isn't she?
Next best thing. I don't think your god ever spoke back to you. Just like, yeah, you're over there.
Yeah, she was...
You got left behind.
Okay. Story Miller. Technically, yeah. He was abandoned, so yeah. But,
abandoned by your family, abandoned by your god.
His family died.
I'd actually don't know if I knew. Unless you're talking about you.
Wait, what?
Of course, probably they're dead by now, but...
Oh, yeah.
I was just left, so I don't know what happened to them. But I didn't really care. But anyway, so it's very hard to talk to this chick.
It is.
So if
I didn't expect to be talking this much. I expected you guys to be out of Birkinghamstead by now.
okay,
You know full well that we never.
so I'll tell her I might know where Key is on this ship, if that will help speed up the process. But I have to promise I get him back, and I have to. I kind of almost want to supervise it, your use of him, just in case.
I don't know that we can promise giving Key back if we had Key. So, if Key is on this ship, perhaps you would allow us to sit here for the day, drop some sketches of your construct, and Key's sentient, so I'm assuming we could speak to Key.
If he was here, yes.
So maybe if we could speak to Key first, we could then make decisions on what happens afterwards.
Yeah, but see, that's what we're not going to do, though, because we've been a lot of talk first, but none of it the right talk. I just want something in return for helping you advance this construct, this new construct that obviously I want, but I'm not going to get. And
the Key probably will not advance this construct that I'm working on. Do you want the schematics for that construct?
It won't matter unless you build me one when you come back to my place, too.
We promise to build you one when you come back to your place.
Do both of you promise that?
I promise to let Kay build whatever the fuck she wants for you.
And I will allow access potentially to Key if he's given back, because he's been sentimental. He's been through everything with me. So he's mine now at this point.
We will agree to these terms.